it's obvious.
That's obvious, okay.
Even though he's for the rich people, but he helps out the poor. I would vote for him.
I was good when Trump was president, and now I've been broke ever since.
Because she's working for the middle class families and stuff, and Trump is just all about the business.
MAGA! We need change. The last 3.5 years were shit.
Go. We're here in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and we are asking the fine folks with 15 days left to a big election who they're voting for and why they're voting for them. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, leave a comment. How you doing, sir? We're local journalists, and we are asking people who they're voting for and why. You have any insight?
I personally am not very political. I don't really have much of an opinion. I don't
No opinion at all.
As far as, not really, to be honest. I don't really pay attention to that stuff.
Oh, you voted in 2024?
In 2024, I did not vote.
No, well, voting. I guess you actually do not have an opinion because the election's in about 15 days.
Yeah.
Donald Trump or Kamala?
Could care less, honestly.
Care less?
Yeah.
That's why you're probably happy, huh?
I'm a lot less stressed when I'm not thinking about politics. Yeah, I can focus on my job more.
Very good.
Yeah, but yeah. Sorry, I don't.
All right. Well, thanks for the interview. No, that's something. You gave us something. Appreciate it. Well, at least he was honest. Who they're voting for and why they're voting this year.
Don't ask yet. I'm not sure.
Wow, so you're one of them.
Yes, I'm one of them, undecided.
15 more days to go and you don't know.
Don't know yet. Who are you voting for?
We'll ask you first. So, how come you don't know yet? Let's start with that.
Because it charges Trump what's up on. I feel like we need some new candidates with new ideas. I'm sorry.
So is that your main thing?
Yeah.
That we don't need. So
I think we need new. And somebody who's been out there and exposed to what we need.
Yeah.
As a country.
And do you think Kamala's the gal for the job?
I'm not sure. I haven't read up enough yet.
Yeah,
I'll make a decision the day before. Okay?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
You're undecided.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
I was raised by Democrats, so more than likely it would be Kamala Harris, but just based off of who I'm raised by, I don't agree on either views. I agree on Trump's immigration policies. That's probably one of the only things that can go with him, and then Kamala Harris, I don't really do too much research on her. Because like I said, I'm really undecided this year, as I was last year. Our candidates, I don't think any of them have been good lately.
Yeah.
Like after, who was the last one in office? After Barack Obama, we had John McCain. He was great. And then after that, I think we were kind of went downhill afterwards with all of our candidates. Guys, twins, come here. So
Are they twins?
This year,
oh.
Yeah, they are twins.
Good.
So this year I am undecided.
You're undecided. So now what could Trump do to sway your vote?
I don't know. Honestly, I look at him more as like, because I grew up watching him on the television, so it's kind of hard for me to give him my vote based off of that. I grew up. He was like, you know, he had like the social media, but he had like the
Apprentice and all those shows. You're fired.
So that's why I was like, I don't know.
I'm voting for Trump, honestly. Like, I'm kind of leaning towards him. Like, at least, you know, I think we were better off with him. I mean,
and what made us better off with Trump than?
The current economy, you know, just things like that, money-wise. You know.
Yeah. Anything Kamala could do to change your mind?
I think she's like, she had 4 years.
She had 4 years.
She had 4 years. She evidently she didn't get the job done. I mean, you know. So I mean, that's what I'm voting for, and have a good one, guys.
All right. Sounds good.
I think it's obvious.
That's obvious. Okay.
Well, I mean, there's many different reasons why I'm voting for one, especially the foreign policy, where she's going to make sure that she's going to fight Putin on his war, trying to take over everybody and trying to be a dictator. We need democracy, and that's why this election is so important. You know.
Is this the most important election in your lifetime, you think?
I would say so. But it's not just as this election. We need to make sure that we're voting down ballot, and we need to make sure that we're voting for the rest of our lives, to make sure that not only we deserve that democracy, but also our kids and our grandchildren.
Now, is there anything Donald Trump could do to change that Harris sign into a Donald Trump sign?
Well, I actually, we're Puerto Rican,
okay.
So there's probably nothing. So I don't know if you know what went down when Hurricane Maria went down, and it really damaged Puerto Rico. And instead of helping Puerto Rico and not calling us, dirty and poor, then maybe we could have had a conversation. But I'm looking for my own interest, which is she's also offering a $25,000 payment assistance for first-time homeowners. That would change my life, my kids' lives. That's what matters to me.
That's what matters to you.
Yeah.
Now, is that money, do you think that money will be free, or we're going to be paying for that money one way or another? Nothing's free.
Well, from my understanding, I know that they're going to be trying to actually raise taxes for corporate and for people who make more money. And also, when we're in the communities, that pays for itself because we're adding to the economy. Because if I have a house, I'm gonna get a good job to make sure that I'm paying it off, right? So I'll be adding to the economy, not just me, but my family as well.
Donald Trump is dangerous.
Donald Trump is dangerous?
Yeah.
What makes Donald Trump so dangerous? His hairdo?
He wants to take. Yeah, his hairdo is bad. He wants to take our rights away from us. As women, he wants to take our rights away from us.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In what way?
He wants to get rid of abortion. I'm not good on interviews.
You're not good on interviews?
No.
No? So is it anything Donald Trump could do? So if Donald Trump came out tomorrow and said, abortion's for free. Get as many as you like. Get in line. Would you vote for him?
No, I wouldn't.
You still wouldn't vote for him? How about if he gave women on their third abortion $1,000?
No.
Still nothing?
He wants to take away our democracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In which way is he wants to take away our democracy?
He wants to be the king of everything. That's how he comes off, is he wants to be the king.
Well, he was the king of Manhattan, I think.
Yeah, he was.
You know?
He just makes me nervous. I voted for him back in 2016.
Now, was your life easier when he was in office? I mean, finance-wise?
It was about the same.
About the same?
Now things are really expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, they were about 20, I think I read they were about 20% cheaper overall when he was in office.
Things are really expensive now.
Yeah.
And I don't make a lot of money. So it's hard for me to get by.
So it sounds like your life was cheaper underneath Donald Trump, but you're still not going to vote for him.
No, I guess, I don't know. Like, there's certain things that are dubbed over on his voice things, but no, I still wouldn't vote for him.
Yeah.
No.
You just don't like him.
No, I don't.
Yep. So he tarnished you for good, and no matter what he does, that's it. All right.
The only thing I like about him is if he'd be the only president with a felony.
Only one with a felony?
Yeah, that might make things easier on people that have felonies.
Yeah, I did see a guy wearing a shirt, felons for Trump.
Yeah.
You know? So, hey, nice shirt.
Yeah.
Know? So I think he has some street credit now.
Yeah, he probably
And he got
does.
shot.
Yeah, he
you know?
did get shot in the ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Now, was your life easier 5 years ago? Was everything cheaper underneath Donald Trump?
I mean, yeah, but you have to remember we had the pandemic. So we had like our stimulus checks and stuff like that. So we got lucky with that. But I can't even say it's ever been easier. I've always been a lower class citizen, so it's never been easy for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Now things are starting to pick up.
Oh, good for you.
But it goes based off of, occupation and stuff. I think has a lot to play into that. Get out of there.
All right, so you're undecided.
Undecided. I'm still waiting. Like right now, my family's just split, so we.
Are they split? Now, are they saying we know Trump's an ass, or
But their main thing right now is immigration policies for my family. So half of them are like, we can't have any more, so we need Trump in office for that. And mom's like, no. We're not doing Republican. We are Democratic. So that's how my house is every single year, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just vote on the candidate, and I put my emotion away from it. So Trump's an idiot. We were safer. We had more money. And we were not in wars either underneath Donald Trump. We're in 3 wars right now.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, and that withdrawal from Afghanistan, that was
like another
pathetic.
thing with us too. My brother's a Marine. He's going Kamala Harris.
Your brother is?
Yes. My brother's a Marine. He's going Kamala Harris. So that also, I guess, is a little bit different. Me myself, I probably wait up to like the actual election day, and then I'll see who.
Yeah.
But right now, I'm a little undecided. I have a lot.
Now, if you vote for Kamala and food goes higher, crime rate goes higher, anything, will you say, you know what, just because my family votes Democrat, I'm done voting Democrat, I'm voting on behalf of my own family.
Well, I'm not registered like for Democrat or Republican.
Okay.
So I'm undecided right now.
You're undecided. All right. How you doing, sir? I don't know if you have time or not, but we were asking people. Wait up before you say no. Who are you voting for and why?
Actually, I haven't decided what I'm voting for.
Wow, you're one of them.
Yeah, it's kind of a toss up in the air right now. They both got their good pros and cons, and I guess the decision's gonna come soon, but I haven't figured out which one yet.
Where
for sure.
are you leaning? If you're leaning,
That's the problem. It's one of those where you're leaning almost to either one of them, but it all depends on what's gonna be more beneficial for the how do I explain? For the people themselves, people out there. You know what I mean? Kamala has some good ideas. Trump has some good things. People they're hating on both of them, but they both got their pros and cons, and that's what makes it hard for me to decide on which way to go, honestly.
now how about 5 years ago? Were you better off 5 years ago financially?
Financially, yes, you were. You could say you were, to a point, to an extent, but it came with a cost.
Yeah.
Because as soon as that was over, then we got hit with COVID, and COVID should have been it should have been a kind of like a recession type deal. Instead, a pandemic ended up costing us a lot more money, and where was the presidents then for anybody at that point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we shouldn't be struggling now, being from whatever, Biden, between Trump, all these other presidents, Obama. That's why it's such a hard decision now. Like, who do you go with? Kamala? Because she's trying to help out with the lower class. Or you got Trump, but I see Trump's positive points too. So
now, do you think that they have their own interest and they just play the American people like a fine violin?
It's possible. Yeah, definitely. I guess you could say.
It seems like America has a good way of hiding.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I was in the military myself, and seeing what I seen from the inside of the military, and then what we get to see out here as civilians. In the military, you don't have a choice. Your commander-in-chief is your commander-in-chief.
Yeah.
But when you're out here as a civilian, you get the opportunity to make that decision. You always want to make the decision that's best for the world, or for the country, I should say.
I'm not voting at all.
Not at all? You're that sick of it?
Yep.
Holy smokes. Now, who did you have in 2020? You didn't vote in 2020 either?
Nope.
So after Donald Trump, will you just...
Yep. I'm sick of everybody voting.
Yeah.
So I'm not even bothered.
Yeah. Now, you've been around a long time, so you probably,
Not here. I've been relocated a long time, but here, since I've been in Allentown, it's been a nightmare.
Has it? Like the streets have been a nightmare?
Everything.
Do you see it getting worse here in Allentown?
Well, I'm just trying to get out of Allentown, so I really don't have a...
I really don't know.
Wow, you're like the fourth or fifth one out of like 8 people. That's the decide, like, the people on your boat, they're going to be the ones, when they go in, that's the deciding who's going to sway it over.
Yeah.
To be honest, I want to vote for Kamala. Is that how you say her name?
Sure.
I do want to vote for her, but I think I need to educate myself more on both of them and like just what they're doing and what's going on in their plan. I don't know much, so I don't feel comfortable saying exactly who I'm voting for.
We have 15 more days to educate yourself.
Yes, I do.
I'll vote for whoever makes these groceries less. These were expensive.
I know who you're voting for then.
And I guess I got to do my research and know that too.
Yeah, because now 5 years ago were these groceries less by a large margin.
Oh,
yes, they
of
were.
course.
And who was in 5 years ago? So now I'm getting something out of you.
Okay.
Now I'm prying. So who was in 5 years ago?
Trump.
Trump was.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's your answer.
I mean,
Yeah.
shit. I'll do my research.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah. And look at those old receipts too.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris?
Yes.
And why is that?
Because she's the best situation right now, I think. So.
Yeah. And what do you think she's going to do?
Hopefully a little better than the other one did.
Yeah. And what don't you like about Donald Trump?
Just the way he's pushy. He's a punchy guy, that's all.
You don't like his attitude?
Bad attitude. Yeah. He always thinks he's right. He's not.
Yeah. Is there anything he can do to change your mind in 15 days?
No. Nope.
So you gave him no street credit for getting shot?
No.
Yeah, country first. If he gets in, I hope the best for the country.
Yep.
She gets in, I hope the best for the country. But we're definitely in tough times right now.
Absolutely. It's definitely...
We're divided.
Very, very
People
divided.
need to talk more.
Yes.
That's one of the main reasons I do this.
Yeah.
You know, gets me out talking, and you know, because we have so much in common, more in common than people think.
I got you.
You know, they always separate us with our skin color and all that other nonsense. It's like, if you're stupid, I don't like you. If you're cool, I like you. You know, I don't care what color you are. You know. So, well, thank you for your service. Thanks for the insight, and I hope you make the right decision for you and your family. All right, sounds good. Yep. Have a good one. Now, we just talked to someone down the road, and they said, "Why would I vote for her? She did nothing for 4 years. Donald Trump's an idiot, but at least he had a record of keeping us safe, no wars, and people had more money in their pocket." What do you say to people that say that kind of stuff?
Well, first of all, I don't think anybody's an idiot. I think we're all just trying to get our stuff and the way what we think. So what I would say about that, people voting for him, good for you. You got your own notes. I'm sorry, what was the question again?
The question is that she had 4 years.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
Because, like, you know, the lady down the road said, you know, 4 months ago she was voted the least desirable candidate to ever run. Kamala Harris was.
I'm not sure where she's getting that information, but all I know is that I can speak for myself. That when she came out, at first I was kind of like, oh man, I don't know if there's going to be a lot of men voting for her, because there's men who don't see women as can be in leadership, so that worried me. But then I've been seeing how she's been running her candidacy, and she's been doing amazing, especially during the debate. She crushed him. And, you know, that's what the type of leadership we need. We need someone to be able to make sure that we're safe. Not only just with our money situation, but out there. Putin is really trying to take over, and we can't have that. And China, too. So we got to be in competition. We can't just stop the wars and act like nobody's going to want what we have here.
Yeah.
You know, right now, the way I see it, we're kind of entitled if you really think about it. Because if we're having wars over in their countries and not here, if you really think about it, they're sending money over there for them to have wars over there.
Well, we have our own wars here, like the heroin pandemic that we're in that kills, you know, fentanyl coming over the borders and killing everybody.
Why can't we do both? Why can't we take care of our national security and also the security here?
An open border is not a good thing, number one.
I agree.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that bill that was going to be passed, then we would have made sure that, you know, they would have helped to stop the immigrants from coming illegally and make them come legally.
To tell you the truth, I don't know who to vote for, because they both want to take the Social Security. You know what I mean? And that's what I live off. You know what I
And
mean?
explain, so how does Trump want to take your Social Security?
Well, I don't know if that's the rumors that I hear. You know, both of them, Trump and Harrison, want to take it. How are the people going to survive? So I don't know who to vote for. I really don't.
You're about the sixth person that we spoke to today that they're still swayed. Okay, so let's just say those rumors are not true. I don't know, but I would say they're not, because you guys paid in and the ladies paid in for so many years.
Yeah.
So let's just say they're not true. Who are you going to vote for?
I probably vote for Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And why Donald Trump over Kamala?
Well, because I mean, even though he's for the rich people, but he helps out the poor. Yeah. So I would vote for him. Yeah.
So you felt that firsthand when he was in office, that he helped you out personally and your family?
Yeah. I'm gonna vote for him.
Who are you voting for?
Well, I vote for finance and I vote for safety. So that probably explains who I'm voting for.
You're going with Trump.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a hard choice, because you choosing, like, you got to figure out which the two of the lesser evils you're gonna vote for, because it's like, no matter how you look at it, both of the politicians, not whatever way, but if I got to roll with it, I don't know. It's Trump, he kind of more on my side with things and everything, because he's more boldly outspoken about it and everything. And I can't even speak on the other person. It's just too much negativity there. So I would have to roll with the lesser of the evils.
And that's Donald Trump. Yeah. So was your life easier underneath Donald Trump six years ago?
Yeah, because he's at least honest about it. Like, you know, he doesn't care what he says out his mouth. Some things that people say, you know, he says, other people wouldn't dare say out their mouth. So yeah, like, just like he said, like when he said about his own Secret Service, this and that was going to happen. Everything he said it came out to be true, right or wrong.
Now, what's your thoughts of the whole economy and the country in a nutshell?
It's not. I don't see it really progressing at all. So.
And you don't think Donald Trump can fix that?
No, I do not.
And then you don't think Kamala can fix that either?
I just haven't. Nobody.
Nobody. Now, if you had to pick one.
If I had to pick one?
Yeah.
Between those two, you mean?
Yeah.
Kamala, I'd pick.
You'd pick Kamala?
Yes.
And why Kamala over Trump?
I believe she would do a better job, and I'd have more faith in her than Donald.
Yeah.
So.
Now, you know other people in your position that think the same thing?
Not really, but that's just my personal opinion.
And that's what matters to
Yes.
you.
Undetermined, yeah.
You're undetermined.
Undetermined.
Wow. You are about the seventh person.
Yeah. I think
so you don't know yet.
No, yeah, completely undetermined.
And you too.
Wishing for a better candidate.
So if you have to pick one, tomorrow is the 5th. And obviously today's the 4th. Then. Who are you going with?
If I had to go today, I would go third party.
Third party?
Yeah, RFK, I think.
Now, how do you feel about RFK joining with Donald Trump?
I think that's a good play, actually. I think to sway people who are maybe more conservative over towards the middle ground there, and I think that's really what everybody wants. It's just not what the political machine will deliver right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it sounds like you're swaying. If I'm doing a little digging right now, it sounds like
by way of the middle. No, I mean, yeah, I think there's just a lot of people that we talk to that are very somewhat more towards the center and maybe a little bit more left, a little bit more right, but somebody who could walk the line a little bit more and not be so polarizing. And
so what don't you like about Donald Trump?
I mean, just the antics, the lack of intelligent conversation, the overall media presence. It's just less is more, I think, with him, or it would be. But unfortunately, we have to deal with that. And then on the other side, that story tells itself. So
we were all hoping that when he actually got in, okay, just keep your mouth shut, do a good job, because you're doing pretty good. No wars. This is nice. And he just kept on talking and talking. But he's that wealthy.
Talking. Yeah.
And he always did his own thing. And no one's going to shut him up.
Right.
I mean, he's a multi-billionaire, millionaire, whatever he is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's like, if it worked for me then, it's going to work for me now. And that's like that.
I agree.
We're here in Allentown, and we're asking people. No English. Okay. Trump or Kamala?
Trump.
Trump? You said Trump?
I like Trump.
Why do you like Trump? Just speak Spanish into the thing.
No sé qué decir. No sé, me gusta Trump. I like Trump. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good.
I'm voting for Trump because I don't know too much about it, but I know I was getting stimulus checks and I was good when Trump was president, and now I've been broke ever since. Is that a good answer?
Does that answer, is that an honest answer?
That's the honest answer, yes. That's the honest answer. I don't know too much about politics. Maybe I'm ignorant, but that's my answer.
You just know what you had then and what you have now.
Right, exactly. Oh, and the prices of things. I know what the prices of things were back then, and I know what the prices of things are now with the Biden-Harris administration.
Now, because you're a woman, I would say, right?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Obviously. I mean, it's 2024 people, but how's the women, when this girl says I'm voting for Trump, how can a woman do something that stupid with that whole my mind, my body? Because they say, how another woman would say, how can a woman vote for Donald Trump with...
Do I say to those people?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll say it's my fucking business. Like, it's just, I'm only one person. My vote don't matter.
Your vote matters.
Well, it's not it don't matter, like, hugely. You know what I'm saying?
But people are going to see this and they're going to say, you know what?
They're going to see this? Is it going to be on YouTube?
Yeah, and you spoke very well and you're honest.
Oh, fuck. All right,
you're honest.
That was the truth. Like, I don't know too much about it. I'm just going by off of what I see on social media, the news, like, outside when I go to the grocery store. I'm spending $200 for 4 bags. When Trump was president, I would get 20 bags for $200. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my answer.
Now, do you have anybody that feels the same way you do?
Yeah, I do.
Wonderful.
Not a lot of people, but I don't really talk about it.
Yeah.
It's not like where I'm at, like who I surround myself with. It's not a major thing.
Yeah.
We're just trying to survive.
You're trying to survive.
Yeah.
And now, what could Kamala do to change your point of view?
What could she do? I don't know. I don't know too much about her.
Now, what did she do in the last 4 years?
Nothing.
So that's what you know about her.
Right. I don't know what she could do to change my mind.
Yeah.
I might not even vote for real. If I wake up that day and go vote, I'll vote.
No,
If
you
not,
have a lot to say, and you know it was affecting your pockets and your family's pockets, so you got to get out and vote. Every vote counts. I think people are really happy because how sunny it is and nice it is in October. Usually I would have my wood stove going right now, and now we're not. How you doing, sir? Good. We're asking people in Allentown today. It's a big election coming up, and who are you voting for and why?
Actually, I'm undecided who I'm gonna vote.
Woo! You're one of them, huh?
Yeah, I have to think who should I vote. You know, it's undecided yet.
So now, where are you leaning? Where are you leaning?
Probably like Kamala Harris.
And why is that?
Because she's working for the middle class families and stuff, and Trump is just all about the business. So Kamala Harris, like, she cares about people. So that's what I think.
That's what you think?
Yeah.
Now, did you have more money in your pocket underneath Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
I'm not sure. Like, we have to work for it. Like, you know, we have to work for the money. The money doesn't come free. Yeah, so that's all I have to say.
So what could Trump do to change your mind?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm not a politician, so I don't know. Yeah.
So you're voting for Kamala, and that's that?
Yep.
That's it?
Yep.
So you were decided. I'm asking people who they're voting for in 15 days and why. You look like you have a lot to say.
I don't have a lot to say.
Yes, you do.
No,
You're on the phone right now. You're talking.
Oh, hi, guys.
Now, you look like you have a lot to say. We're asking people in Allentown, who are you voting for and why? 15 days to a big election to go. Din-din-din, din-din-din.
Who would I vote for? Maybe I would say just Kamala Harris, because of the lesser taxes. That would be why.
Lesser taxes?
Yes.
Yep. So are you paying more taxes now?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. They're taxing everything. They tax your clothes, they tax your food. I mean, they tax you to even get paid.
Yep.
So that's something to possibly think about.
And they even tax the employer to pay you. If I pay you $700 a week, it's costing me $850 to pay you $700.
See? And that would be another reason. Why should we have to pay all these taxes for?
But tell you the truth, I don't think that's going to change on either of them. It's not going to happen.
No. I think they're saying, well, you got to pick which one, the lesser of the evils.
Yeah. Now, did you have more money in your pocket 5 years ago than you do now? Was everything cheaper 5 years ago? Groceries, rent, insurance, so on and so forth?
For me, it was not. It was not cheap. I had to actually come out of pocket. Well, I was paying for two places, so yeah. And groceries, I think that changed when actually Biden came in. So when Biden came in, it seems like grocery bill went sky high. Because I don't eat meat.
No?
No.
How do you look so good not eating meat?
Juicing, taking care of myself, taking my vitamins.
Nice.
Staying outdoors, moving around.
That's why we came to Allentown today. It is so gorgeous, this weather in October. I mean, you have your jacket wrapped around your arm, and I'm out here in a short sleeve.
The only reason why I have it later on, because it's going to get colder later on.
Yeah.
Because I will be out all day. But I know when the nighttime comes, it's going to get cold.
Do you guys want to talk?
At one point in time,
We're asking people who are voting for and why.
it all depends on where we come
you had something
from.
to say.
We get the Indian summers during the winter in the winter time some years, but it'll pass us by.
What could Trump do to change your mind?
Treat everybody fairly. The rich people and the middle class people, treat them both fairly. Each individual, they get the same taxes. That would be great.
So that's what would change your mind.
And health care. Do make sure that our health care stays to where anybody and everybody can afford it. That would be a plus. Yes.
That's what, if Trump would do that, that would change your mind.
Yes, that would change my mind.
And another question for you, which I didn't ask this one in LA. What do you like about Trump?
He's a businessman.
So
He's a businessman, and I know that he knows how to conduct business. So as far as making jobs and stuff like that, I know that he's possible.
So isn't America a business?
Yeah, and he's a businessman.
But you're voting for the other one. Now you're running in a circle.
But the whole thing of it is, I know his plus and I know his minuses. I know her pluses. I know her minuses.
So does his pros outweigh his cons, or his cons outweigh his pros?
His cons outweigh his pros. Yeah.
I see. So that's why you're voting for the other gal.
Yes.
All right. Sounds good. Well, thank you for the interview. I appreciate it. Keep on smiling. Okay. Sounds good. We're out here in Allentown today with 15 days left to the election. We're asking people, who are you voting for and why?
MAGA! We need change. The last 3.5 years were shit. Can I say shit?
You say whatever you like, just be honest.
Yeah, no, we just need change. He's a businessman. He'll take care of us.
That's all you got to say about that?
No tax on tips.
No
Bartender.
We're just wrapping it up here in Allentown, Pennsylvania. We're asking the famous question, who are you voting for and why you're voting for that person? With 15 days left to the election, we had a lot of good insight, a lot of good conversations, and a lot of people have a lot of stuff to say. And stay tuned, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you soon.